I have today a special guest because I will have him in my program, the Pelvic Code program, next week, giving a workshop. And we were meeting and discussing about it. So I said, let's make a fast YouTube video asking some questions, me asking him some questions about men, because he's a Tantra facilitator and he has retreats for men and he's working with men for the past 15, 17 years,
15
something
years,
like this.
Yeah.
He's Christian from Romania.
Yeah,
and
nice
we've
to meet
met
you guys.
in Bali.
Yeah.
In a retreat, in a Tantra retreat. So, because I know he's working with men, I brought him in my program, the Pelvic Code for women, to tell us what men want, how to touch a man, how to touch a man's heart, and how a man's sexuality is related to his emotional needs and his heart, his openness, and how you can reach a man's heart through his sex and so on. And I want to talk about information, relevant for men. So I have these questions on my page and in my DMs, like, how can you help a man? Can you help a man with this type of movements?
First of all, we don't do movement like circular movement in the men work, but more like the need to be in the body is very important also. Because we as men, we tend to focus so much on the mind and to whatever needs to be done and to the rational part of our life. And we refuse or we neglect the body, the rest of the body. So we also need to come back to the body. And we do this with yoga practices, Qigong. We do this with different types of movements and also the Haka practice. And all these are giving us a lot of power.
What is Haka?
Haka is a traditional Australian, New Zealandese warrior claim for power. It's not like traditional Haka. It's more like a transformed way of doing the Haka because nobody actually do the Haka as it is a traditional way. Yeah.
So while we women, I work with them with the priestess energy, with the Amazonic woman energy, and so on. You work with the
fire and with the
warrior
embodiment and the warrior.
Like
warrior.
you go
a lot of breath.
in the woods and you shout.
Shouting, expressing.
I was just guessing.
And fighting, play fighting in a way. Yeah. But basically, this is the idea. The main focus is to come back to the body and to engage in a way that you develop and increase the perceptions of the body so that you feel more energized. And then when you feel more energized, you have more clarity and focus in your life. You let go of resistance, you let go of the fears. So it's more like, it's not just connecting to the body, it's a lot of other things. Releasing all stuff, releasing the pain, releasing the blockages.
So while women have their blockages, most of them in their womb and pelvis.
Men have more blockages in the solar plexus. So it's a releasing of the place where is our solar energy, our emissive energy to the world. It's like, how do you want to penetrate life? How do you want to penetrate the world? With the solar plexus, you do this.
With intention.
With intention, with clarity of doing things. Yeah. But one of the problems for men is that they are too much burden. They do too much without taking the time to rest, without taking the time to feel, to digest, to ask themselves, what do I want? What do I feel right now? It's time for me to take a break.
Okay.
So this is the big need for men. Why do men come to my retreats?
For women also, I was about to ask you, why do men come to your retreats?
I know what you wanted to ask me. I know your mind right now. So why do men? First of all, they come because they are in crisis. When they are in crisis, when they have a broke up, a relationship issue, situation with their company, with their job, something that they have, a lot of uncertainty. They are in a crisis. So men are not so much into developing themselves, into growing to a better self, but more like, how can I fix that? So unfortunately that's it. But some men become more and more interested into a development on a longer scale. But that's one thing. Other reason is that they want more energy and more focus in their life, and one of their issue is too much porn, too much sexuality used in a negative way, and actually is the vital force, the vital resource, which is sexual energy. So one of the things that I teach them is that it's not actually my teaching, it's universal teaching, comes from Tibet, comes from India, of Taoism and Tantric tradition, and where they state that man has a certain amount of sexual energy, and if they lose it through ejaculation, and they lose their vital force, and they lose the capacity to do the things in life what they want, and they become addicted, and they lose the capacity to be a man, actually, to be yourself. So that's what we are working in a men group, in a men retreat. We are working with tantric and Taoist practices to awaken the sexual energy in a way that they feel connected between sex and the solar plexus, the willpower and the heart and the power to do the things, the vision.
How long will it take to a man who's just coming now to your practices to reach, I don't know, whatever state, whatever he wants to reach, whatever his goal is, for example, this one, to transmute, right, the sexual energy. Okay. This is what you were saying.
Yeah.
So how long will it take to a man to do this?
So first of all, I would say that the first result could come in about 2 months. One program that I have is for 2 months. It's giving them a certain practices, a certain frame to work together and individual, and they could have like a certain feeling. I remember one man said one time, "Oh wow, thank you very much for that tip," and then I could even have an orgasm, a full body orgasm, just by pressing in a certain way, a certain time, some point. And it was an amazing experience, and I remember it was a big breakthrough also for other men in the group, sharing this.
Okay.
And men can have this, I would say in about 2 months to have some results. But if you want to really change it from your system, all this tendency to lose energy through ejaculation, through porn, it's a big addiction, the porn.
It's a big addiction, yeah.
You have to change the way you see, the way you motivate yourself, because dopamine is about motivation, dopamine is about getting the result done, getting the things done that gives you energy and boost. And you want to decide to take a moment of easy satisfaction, which is a movie, it's a porn. But basically when you change the mindset and you say, oh, I can do that by other means, not only that, this needs some time to reflect and to change, and also to mirror in other men that is possible. Yeah.
How can a woman support this?
How can you help a man in a very healthy way, not in a savior way, not saving him, not being her mother,
not being his mother. How can you support and help a man?
Exactly. So
I would quit usually. I'm the quitter. What does that make me? If
you're a quitter, if you want to run,
I want to run. What does it make me?
Probably you don't want to go in the position of being a mother.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why you don't know other ways to help him, to support him, other ways than just being a savior or a mother for him. You don't want to change yourself like being a sensual, a woman. You want to be a woman. In a way, it's okay. It's a healthy way. Oh, okay, I can go.
Yeah.
But if you want to go deeper, you can go with him without being a mother and just reflecting this to him.
So, how?
So the question, very good question, thank you. I remember one time I had a woman who came to a session, and she said, you know, Cristian, I want to do sessions for me because my man is addicted to porn, and I want to know how to help him. And I do sessions for me to know what to do. And it was amazing and so brave from her. Yeah. So I would say first of all, to understand him, that he is actually inside him. There is an inner child who needs help, and needs support, needs presence, and he's not just a negative. It's not just a negative behavior. Don't see just the behavior. Just see the trauma inside him. Just see there's something more, something older. One thing, the perspective, how you see him. Don't judge him first.
Okay.
And in the second thing, I would say help him by having moments of intimacy without immediately the sex. So just have cuddles, learn to be touched, teach him how to touch you in a very gentle way without going and rushing into sex.
Yeah, okay.
Touch him in a very soft way, like maybe for 20 minutes, just giving him a lot of touch all over his body, just to feel his body. Okay. He needs to reframe himself from being addictive and being focused on the genitals, because this is what a man do. Just focus there, and he is just thinking to the goal. Yeah. But when he is touched with the woman's full presence, it's something can change a lot in his energy. It's like, what the fuck? I'm worthy of love. It's so amazing to feel this love, and I don't need to be erect. I don't need to do anything. I just need to receive this. It's so amazing.
So thank you for joining this. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Also, it's just a spontaneous moment.
A spontaneous moment. I wanted to have.
Next time, I need to ask you a lot of things.
Okay.
So let's try the other way.
Okay, we can.
To ask you for my community of men.
Okay.
Yeah, something about women.
I know a lot about women.
Oh yeah.
I know.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for joining.
Bye
for tapping into my first podcast episode.
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah. Ciao, ciao.